Today, we are diving headfirst into the Cleveland Browns' latest self-inflicted wound, trading Joe Flacco, yes, the Joe Flacco, to the Cincinnati Bengals for a measly late-round pick swap. It's like the Browns looked at their 1-4 dumpster fire of a season and said, now let's make it weirder. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button, drop a like if you think the Browns are cursed, and let's roast this AFC North tragedy like it's a Lake Erie cookout. We've got the QB soap opera recap, a Dylan Gabriel deep dive, and why this Flacco flip-off to a division rival is peak Browns chaos. Buckle up, spoilers, it ends with more questions than answers. Look, Cleveland, we get it. You're the NFL's eternal punchline, the team that once drafted Johnny Manziel and thought, yeah, this guy's our savior. But come on, man, you've got a defense that could stop a tank convoy. And yet your offense has scored fewer points than a middle school math quiz. 1-4, 17 points or less in 10 straight games dating back to last year. That's not a slump, that's a cry for help, and your response? Bench a 40-year-old Super Bowl hero for a rookie, then ship him to the Bengals, your literal backyard rivals, for what amounts to a thanks for the memories 6th-rounder upgraded to a 5th. This is the franchise that traded for Deshaun Watson $230 million for that, benched him for a guy who got hurt warming up, and now you're handing picks to Cincy like you're sponsoring their tailgate. First trade between you two since 1999. Congrats on the historic L. It's like the Browns finally found a way to lose to themselves. Browns fans deserve better than this carousel of mediocrity. The QB drama this year? It's been a full-blown tragedy. Started with Watson trying to reclaim the throne but looking rusty as hell in camp, and the first few games. Completion percentage in the low 60s, turnovers galore, and fans booing him off the field. By week 3, whispers of benching him were everywhere. Then bam, they pivot to the rookies. Dylan Gabriel gets the nod as starter last week against the Vikings, and he wasn't terrible. Solid pocket presence, a couple nice throws, but still lost because, well, Browns. Shedeur Sanders is lurking as the backup, flashing the Colorado swagger in practice, but he's raw and the team's not rushing him. It's like they're playing hot potato with the QB spot. Not you, Deshaun, okay, Dylan, your turn. Shedeur, sit tight, kid. All while the defense carries the load and the front office pretends this isn't the same QB carousel that's spun since 1999. How many QBs have they cycled through? Like 35? At this point, they're just collecting them like Pokemon cards. Is Dylan Gabriel officially their guy now? Yeah, for the moment. He's the starter heading into this week, and with Flacco gone. The depth chart is basically Gabriel at QB1, Sanders at QB2, and Watson. Wherever they stash overpaid vets these days. Gabriel's got that Heisman pedigree from Oklahoma. Quick release, decent mobility, but he's undersized, and the NFL's eating him alive on third downs. The Browns are selling it as developing the future, but let's be real, if they lose a couple more, Sanders, who's been turning heads in reps, might leapfrog him. It's officially Gabriel's gig until it isn't, which in Cleveland means about 2 bad quarters away from another switch. Don't get too attached, Dylan. You're 1 interception from being yesterday's news. And why trade Joe Flacco? Simple, the Bengals were desperate after their backup, Jake Browning, imploded in a loss to the Lions. Dude threw 6 picks in 1 game like he was auditioning for a blooper reel. Cincy's starter Joe Burrow is fine, but they needed veteran insurance fast, and Flacco's sitting there in Cleveland as QB3 or 4, collecting checks and wisdom. Browns don't need him with the rookies stepping up, so they flip him for a slight draft upgrade. Moving from a 6th to a 5th is like finding an extra fry in your bag. It's a low-risk move for Cleveland. Flacco's 40, not in their long-term plans, and this clears space for Sanders to climb the chart. Plus, it's the first Browns-Bengals trade since 1999 that infamous AJMC Karen fax fail doesn't count, so congrats on making history in the most underwhelming way possible. But seriously, Browns? Trading to a rival? That's like lending your ex your Netflix password. It's gonna bite you when Flacco lights you up in Week 18. Avengers, what do you think? Is this the end of the Watson era? Will Gabriel hold the job, or is Sanders the real savior? Drop your roasts in the comments. Smash that like button.